Hey, Dustin Tibbetts with Passport to Wall Street, and today we're going to talk about a stock of the week, but we're going to use an exchange-traded fund instead. So we're going to focus on the oil space. If you've been following in the markets, the oil sector has just come off of its highs a little bit, and today we're going to go into an exchange-traded fund that focuses in on the oil and exploration stocks. So let's dig into the charts here. On the screen here, you're going to see the XOP, symbol XOP. It's an exchange-traded fund for oil and gas exploration companies. And you can see here on the charts, basically, it has suffered quite a drop from highs to lows. In fact, if we go from the highs to today's lows, we're almost at 20%. So what we're looking to do with this position is bet on a short-term bounce. Now, I want to give you a few options as to how you can do this. Number one, we can see that we're close to the $32 level. There's really no support at $32. It just happens to be a little extended in the short term. The next support area happens to be right here where we found some strong buying in the past, and that happens to be just under 32. So you have a couple choices. The first is for the actual trader of shares. You can buy some shares here and hope for just a little bit more so that you can buy some shares closer to support, thus creating an average cost roughly in the $32 area. If you like trading options, I want to give you a choice there as well. We know that support is at 32, and if we check the options chain, I'll bet you we can find that in the March expiration, in the March expiration, if we go down to the $32 put, we can get over $1.38. Now what that does is that puts our average cost all the way down here. See how that gets us under the most recent support that many people are probably going to bet on. So while the share trader, or the person that buys shares of this exchange traded fund, will hopefully have an average cost somewhere around 32, if you can play the $32 put, selling that, and you're comfortable with that, well then that puts your average cost all the way down here, which gives you some more wiggle room. The goal for either position you take in the short term will be to have this come back to 34. Now I'm not saying it's going to happen immediately. I think this will take a little work, but as the price of oil starts to rebound, even just in the short term, that should help this exchange traded fund. What I'll do quickly is head on over to the price of oil so you can see the actual crude oil futures. There's that move that we were talking about where they have sort of, I won't say melted down, but they have sold off here in the short term. If there's a little more room here on the price of oil to move to the downside, well, that will very likely help that XOP come back down under 32, which won't matter to your option trade, but if you're a share trader, that'll give you that chance to buy more. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was just a quick focus at one way to use an exchange traded fund with a couple different strategies if you're looking to play for a bounce, which I know many people these days are looking to try to guess that bottom on oil. Let's just pick a short-term bottom in the meantime, and thanks for watching.